just say a few words about itong Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. We welcome the call of the Philippine College of Physicians that this matter should be immediately given to our courts and the Ombudsman. We have been saying this for the longest time, and we all know that the Senate cannot prosecute. Mabuti pa ang mga doktor. Alam at naintindihan nila. File cases is the right way to go. Stop using this issue in aid of election. Problema kasi sa Senate natin, trying hard maghanap ng mga issue na may nangungurakot o kaya may nakakapera, but up to now the committee has not really built a case out of the numerous hearings they have conducted. And so we go back now to what has been established many times. Walang overpricing, legal at naging ang proseso legal ang naging proseso ng pagbili according to what has been provided by Bayanihan 1 na deliver lahat at binayaran lang pagkatapos na deliver. And if you think that you have identified companies with tax issues, then file the appropriate cases. Matagal na naman namin sinasabi, kasuhan nyo ang mga dapat kasuhan. Lahat naman talaga dapat magbayad ng buwis. At kung kailangan magbayad, singilan para magbayad yung may mga atraso sa gobyerno. Pagaya ni Senator Gordon, you have not even taken steps to deliver the 86 million. And so I think we will have to see if we can call on the Ombudsman to step in because patagal itong utang na ito at final and executory na. So bakit kung senador ang may tama, walang nagagawa at ilang taon na to? So itong mga senador siguro they are exempted from the operation of the law because until now this 86 million which was incurred during sa termino ni Gordon sa Subic, itong incessant and repetitive summons at wala man sana kung patawag ninyo at you can grill them all day long as long as it is relevant, pertinent and all, sige. Pero kung paupuin ninyo ng ilang oras na hindi naman tatawagin and day to day yung summons, you call my memorandum stupid? Well, I challenge you. Bring your arguments to the proper court and I will answer you. You threaten the budget of different agencies of the executive because the officials refuse to attend to your hearing. Ito yung mga pang-abuso talaga itong masabi ko sa gobyerno pag demokrasya. Itong separation of powers, co-equal and everything. And they threaten to paralyze government. I challenge you, do it. Pag kayong mga hearing, reduce the budget by 1/3. Hinahamon ko kayo. Gawin ninyo yan. Mautak mo kaya kayo. Kaya ako, ordinaryo lang, 75. Pero kaya ng utak ninyo, sige. I challenge you. Yung tatakot ninyo, mga sekretary. Anong sakit ng... Ano kung ang sekretary, kaso lang itong you are before gentlemen. Tignan mo, sigaw-sigawan mo yan, makita nyo balang araw, it will come to a head. And then it would not be good for everybody in this republic. Tignan mo, subukan mo. Reduce it by 1/3. I challenge you. Huwag kang magtakot, gawin mo. O zero budget mo ang Office of the President. Sige nga. Gawin mo daw. Bakit? Abot ba yung pera ninyo kung hindi magdaan sa akin? Kung hindi ako mag-release, tit for tat. Kala nyo, kayo lang marunong. Alam mo dito sa gobyerno, suplado, takutan. Gordon. Sus Marius Epta. Yeah. Know where you come from. At alamin naman ninyo kung saan kami galing. Kumakain kami ng atay doon sa amin. Totoo lang. Tanungin mo yung mga military. Yung mga ano doon, pinagkain. Sa iyo, takutan lang eh. Walang takutan, diretso mo na. Let's have a showdown. Sige. Mamahusay naman kayo sa mga threatening. Let's have a confrontation para tapos na yung hangin mo. Kita mo ngayon, umalis ka na doon sa SBMA. Maganda na ang takbo. Ang hangin doon, wala nang paminsan-minsan na lang. Kasi wala ka na. Puro hangin ka lang eh. Ito yung mga kababayan ko, tingnan ninyo itong mga abusado na akala ninyo mga Diyos sila. Threatening.
EDSA, after, well, Tito, you know, I have been, all this time, since 1986, I have been wanting to ask you a question, and I have never found the opportunity to do it. And I think this is a good time.
Yeah.
After all that happened in EDSA, after all of this uprising, etc., nandun na kami, dinala na kami sa Guam and then eventually to Hawaii. Bakit hindi kayo ang nagpresidente? You knew the characters that were involved and you were much more qualified than any of them.
Your dad was giving me the government in the morning of Tuesday, February 25.
I remember, Tito, I was there when he made the phone call to you.
Correct. He was asking me to ask Cory to postpone her oath-taking. But I told him I would try. You know, Bongbong, I did not intend to take over power in the first place. But while I was inside Camp Aguinaldo, Camp Crame, I was thinking about what will happen. And I said, if the military will take over, I will involve the country into a possible civil war. Because the election was just finished. There is a big block of votes that voted for Cory. There was a big block of votes that voted for your father. And I was not exposed to the electoral process at that point. I'm sure that if the military took over and I assumed power, I will have enemies inside my military organization also. Then there is a possibility that the two forces that fought in that election will combine. So,
Was it likely?
it's possible.
I suppose yung tropa namin and those who were opposed to you within the MND
Yeah.
center.
And then you have the bulk of the military at that point, who did not know where they will situate themselves. All of that I thought about it. By the way, Monday night, I called for Jimmy Ongping to come to Camp Crame, and I said, this event that is happening now will be a protracted event. Let us organize a provisional government to handle the running of our revolutionary government. I said I proposed 5 cabinet positions: just defense, finance, local government, justice, and foreign affairs. Sa inyo yung 4, kako, na posisyon. Sa amin, yung defense. Because I wanted to balance their political forces against the military forces. Alam mong ginawa nila that night? That is where I started to suspect them. They filled all the positions in the cabinet. They organized their own cabinet.
But you had an agreement previous to that.
I had an agreement with Jimmy Ongping. Ay kako, hindi po na mga totoo na tao na itong kausap ko.
Yes, it's always been a mystery to me because you were positioned perfectly to take over the reins of power. And we were all a little surprised watching this again from far away. And we were saying, for sure, I'm sure, si Minister...
I was afraid not for myself, but for the country, that it will cause a bloodbath.
I think you were similar in thinking to my father because one of the reasons, and I asked him this directly, is that why were you so hesitant to use force in 1986? Nung talagang papasukin na yung palasyo, binobomba na tayo, binabaril na tayo, ganun. Why were you not, marami naman kaming tropa, we were very well prepared. Because as I said, we received the information of an imminent attack on the palace 1 week before you and General Ramos went to Crame and made your stand in Crame. So we had the chance to prepare. So we were wondering why did we not fight back with force? And he said that would have been the beginning of a civil war,
Yeah.
which I think is exactly the
Then,
way you saw it.
That afternoon of when you left the palace, I do not know whether you were with the president.
I was.
When he called me, first he asked me, do you have any troops around the palace? I said, Mr. President, we do not have any troops around the palace. I said, but there are people firing at us. Well, those are not our people. Can you send someone to help us to stop the firing? And so I said, I will send General Lee was there.
President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President.
Ang ibig bang sabihin ay kailangan magbitiw ng pwesto si Senator Cusi?
Secretary Cosi po, Mr. President.
I'm sorry. Ang ibig po bang sabihin, nananawagan ang Senator Pacquiao na dapat magbitiw na ng pwesto sa Secretary Cusi? Dahil siya po ang may pananagutan nito, siya ang nagkulang at maraming hirapan, maraming napipinsara dahil dito sa kanyang kakulangan at pati ang Pangulo ay napapahiya rito. Yun ba po ay yun ang hinihiling ng Senator Pacquiao na magbitiw na ng tungkulin si Senator Cusi, si Secretary Cusi?
Mr. President, may marami akong kakilala mga opisyalis from other country, Mr. President. Pag ganitong mga failure, Mr. President, kusa silang nagre-resign. Kusa silang nagre-resign, Mr. President. Hindi na kailangan tanggalin ng presidente. Pero dito sa atin, may due process tayo. Then, i-explain niya, ipakita niya na makarecover tayo na hindi siya nagkulang or nagkulang na talaga dahil nagkaroon na ng blackout eh. So, ipakita niya yung sincerity niya, na ayusin niya yung problema na ito at hindi na maulit. Kasi kung paulit-ulit 'yan, para tayong niloloko nito, Mr. President, at pangalan natin at kapakanan ng taong bayan ang hindi natin iniisip.
Tama po yan at sinabi mo nga kanina na paano pa tayo maniniwala kay Secretary Cusi na hindi niya naman natutupad ang kanyang pangako dahilan sa sinabi niya noong Abril wala ng brownout, wala ng power outage, ngunit kahapon buong hindi ko alam kung anong extent pero pati tayo dito sa Senado na wala ng kuryente. Kaya ang sinasabi mo, hindi ka naniniwala kay Secretary Cusi, ganun ho ba yun?
Yes, Mr. President, hindi ako naniniwala sa kanya kasi sinabi niya, inassure niya na hindi magkakaroon ng blackout, Mr. President, at ngayon nangyari nga ito, Mr. President. So, sabi ko, kailangan ng accountability, Mr. President, at it's not our part to make decision. It's a prerogative of the President if tanggalin siya or bigyan siya ng chance. Yun po, Mr. President, but kailangan ma-explain niyang mabuti kung anong naging dahilan at maipaliwanag niya mabuti dahil hindi po ito simpleng problema kundi napakalaki po ng problema na ito.
At tama po yan, Ginoong Pangulo, ang sinabi ni Senator Pacquiao na nasa kay Pangulong Duterte po kung tatanggalin niya si Secretary Cusi. Kung kayo po ay magiging Pangulo at meron kayong Secretary Cusi sa inyong kabinete, tatanggalin niyo po ba siya?
Mr. President, sa tanong mong yan, alam mo sa totoo lang, ako kasi boxer. Ayoko yung mabagal. Pag sinabi mong 2 araw tapos na, 3 araw tapos na. Ayoko yung unless may sabihin ka, mag-extend tayo ng 1 araw pa. O pag sinabi mong 6 na buwan, pag sinabi mong 1 taon, tapos na yung trabaho mo, maayos na, wala nang shortage sa bansa natin, kailangan ipakita mo, i-prove mo, unless kung may talagang hindi mo sinasadyang pangyayari, magkaroon ng blackout, hindi mo na saklaw yun, hindi mo na kagustuhan yun. Pero kung yung ganitong problema na paulit-ulit na nangyayari, wala kang silbi dyan sa posisyon mo. O ako ang palitan kita, maraming deserving na mamumuno dyan.
Doesn't like those scary monsters. Don't bully me! Our turret is under attack. Stay wasted if you don't cheer yourself up. Rampage! Shut down! Killing spree! An enemy has been slain. don't like those scary monsters.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Launch attack. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Launch attack has been slain.